Hey there, well I'm halfway through, halfway, maybe a quarter, working on my mass storage area, and basically it's like the base of operations. I'm going to have, in here, we're going to have, this is like our hall of farms, down to the mass storage area. Here's our main portal now, it's been moved down. We've also got, over here, our basalt generator. Let me just turn the volume down on that one. Yeah, so now we've got this rebuilt. So it's nice and handy in there, which is great. The first thing I'm going to do down here is fix up the floor down here, which looks terrible. And the other thing I'm going to do is the iron farm. I'm going to modify it a bit, modify the tube, cut it off a little bit about this height, and have it feed into a different area. Oh, and the other thing is I've started adding these water tubes. So I can just jump in here, hold the space bar, and I can come up to the top, which is great. Or jump in here and slide on down, which is pretty cool. Now, that's just using normal water. This one over here has got soul sand elevator, and it gives you like the super fast way up. But I'm not sure if I really like the super fast way because it's harder to control. So anyway, I'll get on to finishing off the rest of this. I've got to make a whole heap of cement. It's going to be probably a light grey, which should look good. With some white patterning on it, and then around the edges quartz. I'm going to have a lot of quartz around here, quartz everywhere. So I've got to do a lot of trading with the villagers. I can trade quartz with the piglin, but it seems such a waste. So there it is there, and here's my other quartz slice. So I've got quartz pillars, bricks. I need to get more bricks. I've got smooth quartz, which is lovely, as well as your normal block quartz. So what I do is I normally cook up the block quartz into normal, which leads to another thing I've got to build is a super smelter. So that might be that room there, or over this side. We'll have to decide that later. Okay then, well I'll get back onto this, and yeah, you can watch the little time lapse of me. Okay, as you can see, I've done the majority of the floor there. Of course, I also want to put some patterns on the walls here, so I'll also get on to doing that. Okay, well, so we've made some more progress, but now I've run out of quartz. So now I'm off to go and trade with the villager, or maybe the piglin trade or whatever, and see how much quartz that I can get so I can finish this off. Yeah, quartz up the top here, quartz to go all the way around the edge here, I need to put some quartz pillars and make my nice designs down the bottom there. Quartz across the top lip there. Yeah, so quartz, quartz, quartz. Impulse would be proud. And I still am seriously thinking of getting rid of the soul sand here and just replacing with just normal blocks. But yeah, so it's coming along. More to do. Okay, there's the iron farm adjusted. Slightly different design, based on the original design, but yeah, it doesn't go down the bottom anymore. And I'll add the Impulse SV item sorter to sort out the poppies and the iron from each other, as well as compost the poppies into bone meal. Might as well. And I took away the soul sand from here, so now I can just, it was just too fast. It really was. Now let's grab this. We want this stuff. Okay. Yeah, actually I should get rid of the ones up the very top as well. I'm still getting more honey blocks so I can add another one. I'm nearly done actually. I've just got to get this one. This one's nearly done over here. This is for our mob drops, so once I get some farms like gunpowder farms and all that sort of stuff, that'll go here. There's our cobble gen, we saw that before, our blocks, so we're slowly expanding that. Of course the colours. And because when I built this I went higher, we've actually got an extra row there, which is great, so that's good. Yeah, see the extra row up here sort of thing to match the walls, which is great. I've also now got a silo thing, so this actually lights up when it's full. So as you see here, we're slowly gathering sugarcane, and you're wondering, where am I getting sugarcane from? Well, I added a quick little sugarcane farm. So here it is here, fitted in this space. I had this space here and I thought, what can I put up here? And this fits perfectly. They're 3 high and it's actually 3 high to the ceiling there. Yeah, and so that just automatically works in the background. automatically fills into that mass storage area. Although you can't really tell that it's sort of hidden into the floor here. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. Let me just come down here. And so, yeah, and the iron farm, I think we showed you that one. If not, there it is there with the automatic sorter, so it sorts the poppies up and creates bone meal. There's the iron. Excuse me, pigment. I don't like pigment. Yeah, so that's all that. So that's good. I may eventually hide all that. I don't mind it, actually. But yeah, I may hide that and make this into some sort of pillar in the middle or something like that. Actually, that wouldn't be bad if I did a full... Yeah, might do that. Anyway, that's something I can do later on. But yeah, oh, and if I didn't show you before... We've got the quick way down to the skelly spawner. I've still got to do the roof here. Ooh. Yes, for the villagers and so on. Now, the villagers actually aren't going to stay there. Or some will. The librarians will stay there. But the toolsmiths and the other guys, and I'm going to breed up some other villagers, are going to come up here to the surface. And I'm actually going to have them in little houses around here. So I'm going to have like little buildings along the street here. And they'll be, you know, the different styles, you know, toolsmith, armor smith, and I'll make little themed builds on those. So that's one of my plans there, to move those out. But in this episode, we're going to go and work on the Super Smelter and wool farm. So they're going to go into here. So the Super Smelter is going to go into here, and it's going to be a based on Wells Night 15-minute Super Smelter. I'll put the link into the description, so you can see that one. But yeah, so that'll basically go here, and then over here or above it, actually might be above it. I'm going to put a wool farm, and the wool farm will actually... excess wool I'll actually have, and it'll actually feed the smelter, because you can actually smelt using wool. And because I'm here, because the wool farm will be running all the time, I'll have a ton of wool and basically unlimited fuel, which is great. I just need to top up the shears with the iron, and I've got that, so that's pretty good. So that's it. I'm going to start on this, and I'll come back at certain stages through it to give you an update. Otherwise, you'll see the time lapse as I do it. Okay, see you a bit later. Okay, Super Smelter complete. So, as I say, made using Wells Knight 15-minute smelter design, and I've just decorated how I wanted to decorate it. Here it is here, and I've made some additions to it. I've actually added all these levers to the front of it, and by adding the levers to the front, what you can do is, for example, if you wanted to get XP, you can actually hit the lever, pull the item out of here once it's cooked, and then any stored XP you'll be able to get. So what you do basically is you just keep using this for days or hours or whatever, and then after you've smelted lots of things, you can then come over and just do another run of smelt and and gain all the XP, which is pretty cool. It just stores it inside the furnaces until you use it, basically. But here it is. Here we've got the items to smelt up the top there. We've got some sand there. And over here we've got the fuel. Now the fuel could be blaze rods, it can be coal, lava buckets. I'm going to use wool eventually, but for this demo, until I've built the wool farm, this is it. So we just hit that lever and you'll see all the furnaces come on. And that's it. And then we just open up the things, and once the cooking stage has gone through, we'll see the... Here we go. I must have had a bit of rock caught in one of the furnaces, but there we go. And so you get... Here we go, look at that. 16. So you get 8 furnaces each side. So the great thing about this smelter is, so for example, if you wanted to cook 2 different types of things, you could cook like, iron over this side or glass over this side, whatever you'd like to do. So it's really, really handy. It's really, really good. Anyhow, I'm on to the wool farm next. We're going to build the wool farm up the top. Oh, excuse me for a sec. This is so rude to have such a horrible sound. Go away. So upstairs we're going to build the wool farm up here. It's going to be a 16... I said go away. It's going to be the 16 sheep wool farm, auto shearing and all that sort of stuff. And then what I'm going to do is it's going to have chests for the wool, but then the overflow will come down, and I'm actually going to feed it into here, into this thing here. So probably via some hoppers coming off the side here or something. I'm just going to have to experiment how I'm going to do that. But I should be able to work something out. Yeah. Okay, well, on to the next bit. because we've done quite a bit more to the base. If you can see, there's windows there. So yeah, I thought I really need to make this base look great. So I've added windows and some other things. If we look over here, we've got a whole thing of sugarcane. We're on to our next one, so the light's lit up, so that'll light as we get more things. I've got the stairs up. Now those stairs will take me up to the wool farm. So if we come over here, now I've got to light this hallway. It's a bit dark, but that's our wool farm. And if we come and have a look at this. This is amazing. We basically have so much wool. It's working brilliantly. So that's been happening as I've been working on the base. I've lined the hallways. I've made like a mezzanine floor. So we've got this floor here. So if we're coming from the house and coming down, we can jump up onto this floor to get to the wool farm, or down here, which is down to the main part of the base and the smelter and such. Now up here, as I say, is the wool farm. I'll show you the workings behind it. Here's our little wool farm access. So in here, that's more expansion. So here's the farm. So here's the big sorting system. And here's all our sheep. So they're all separated into their colours. It's all automatic. This isn't very pretty. This is like behind the scenes. We don't really need to look at this really. We don't really need to come in here. I do have a spot for extra shears, and all these hoppers along here will fill up the dispenser. Once these shears have worn out, it automatically fills them. And really, I probably won't need to do that for a month or two or longer. All depends on how much I need to do. And that's right, the one for here is that side. But yeah, all sorted automatically. Now there's this line here that goes down here. That's for excess wool. So once these barrels here, there's actually these barrels, and there's 2 lots of double chests there. But once they're full, all that will actually come down here. And I've got it going into a chest here, which is empty at the moment. But that's where all the excess wool will come. I couldn't manage to... That's where it needs to go. Well, there. One of these ones. That one. Yeah. But anyway, so it needs to get in there, but I can't get it into there because all the redstone and such. So, unfortunately, I can't automate it. If anybody thinks of an idea of a way of doing it, that would be great. But as it is, it's... Yeah. And... honestly, I can just come in here and just fill up the cart, so I'm not totally upset about that. Mind you, I do like it automatic, but still. So that's that there. Now, let's have a look at here. Here's the little board of... I thought I'll list all the farms that I want to do. So these are farms that I would like to make. Flower farm, we've got a flower biome over there. A creeper farm. So I want that for the gunpowder, so I can do some blowing up of things, some netherite, ancient debris mining, sand mining using TNT, and of course fireworks once I get my elytra and so on. Bee farm, pumpkin melon farm for trading, a blaze farm when we eventually find a nether fortress, we can do that. Magma cube farm, kelp farm, village power carrot farm, bamboo farm, and slime farm. So these are ones that we're going to do. Now over here, we've got builds to do. So we've got villager themed houses. So that's what I'm going to be doing next episode. Up on the surface, we're going to be making houses for the villagers. A storage area for the top design, like the design here's top share. Well, I've actually done it. So we're going to go and have a look at that. I actually did it while I was basically working on all the other things, collecting all the resources. So I had a ton of fun doing it, so I'll show you that. A nether hub and nether roads for the roof, we need to do that. As well as where spawn is, there's a portal there, but really there's nothing else. I'd like to make that nice and safe, so if I ever come back from, say, the end, once we fight the dragon, and if my bed's broken, I'll end up somewhere nice and safe. So that's that there. All the hallways are looking good here. But yeah, come on, let's have a look at the main thing we've done. So we did the windows. Okay, so Of course, here's our colour walls of all our things. They've been finished off a bit more, which is great. You've seen that. But yeah, so now we've got these big glass walls. They look fantastic. We can come in here. I'll eventually probably add some coral and some more lighting, but that's really good. We've got this little room for later, so that's going to be added. It's a little drowned, I'd say. We've got the sorter. We saw that before. I ended up, because I needed a lot of quartz, ended up adding workstations to these iron farm workers who basically just slept. They did nothing. So now I can trade with those. I did these little steps. But let's come up to the top. Let's go and show you the bit I'm more proud about, actually. It's quite good. So up here, so, oh, this looks a bit different. Here we go. Here it is. Here is the courtyard. And here's our main base. So we've got these towers that sort of give the base a bit of structure. We can come out the door here. And here it is. So, interesting style. Of course, I am always limited with the number of blocks that I've got because it's only what I can get. So these were cement. I did a lot of getting sand, and the gravel I got from trading with the piglins. But that's it there. Mushrooms, the quartz from trading. But I like it. I really do. It's a certain style. I suppose you could call it Turkish, maybe? I don't know. If anybody knows what style this is, put it in the comments. It might be just my own style. But anyway, I like it. And it'll serve a purpose there. Keep the villagers out when we don't want them if they're roaming around here. Let's end a pearl up to the very top here. Okay, that's it here. Whoops. Yeah, so we've got these walkways here. Now, when I was going out to get sand and collect sand, I was actually attacked by a whole heap of pillagers. A pillager raid party. So I was able to take those down, but I kept one and brought him into the nether. So I was thinking maybe of just having him wander here. He can be like the security guard. I'm going to remove his bow, so he'll just be harmless, and yeah, can start walking around here and, yeah, as I say, be the island security. Wow, what a mega episode! So we've finished off the base here, and I'll show you the a few other little tricks we've done. You probably saw when I was doing the smelt of the annoying pigmen. Well, I added a little thing for them. So when they basically, it's also a cactus farm, they basically jump off into here and then die. So I don't have to sit there listening to them. And they fall far enough I don't even hear them die, which is great. And I've cut down the time lapses. I actually had quite a few fail. Replay mod, the thing that I used to do the time lapse, crashed unfortunately quite a few times. So I did lose some of them, or they've become corrupt. I might be able to recover them, but still. That's this episode, the mega episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope if you haven't subscribed that you do, so I can show you more of my other exciting things. And of course, next episode, the villager building episode. So that's going to be a ton of fun. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.